Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you, miss you. Take you off, I came here way too strong, cannot keep it low key. Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof, bottle your taste. Is it really a bad reception out there? Where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. Found myself.
If you would have told me 5 years ago the amount of effort it takes to maintain a household of 5 people and a dog, I would not have believed you. But that's also the crazy thing about life. We adapt and we find a way. So I did a poll over on my community tab a while ago and asked you guys what your relationship with cleaning was. And surprisingly to me, about 40% of y'all said that you love cleaning and you do not need any motivation to do it. So as much as I would love to say, I hope I give you all the motivation today, chances are you're already motivated to do it, or you possibly have already gotten it all done. So if you're here for entertainment, chit chat, stories, inspiration, or if you really need motivation to clean your house, then I'm glad you're here. I have lots of stuff to pick up, put away, and clean up. Then I'm going through my dresser. Clothes are my weakness, so I am decluttering some things in my dresser. And then I finally got Chris to head into the closet and declutter some of his clothes. Mark Twain said, the secret to making progress is just getting started. So let's go ahead and go.
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry, this won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone.
These laundry baskets have been life-changing. They are almost like commercial grade. They are the brand Steel, Steele. I got ours at Crate and Barrel, but I know that they sell them a lot of different places, like on Wayfair as well. I have 2 baskets total, and each basket has 2 sections. So I have one section for all of the kids' clothes, all 3 of the kids' clothes. One section is mine. I have another section for extra stuff like towels and whenever I need to wash sheets and stuff like that. And then Chris has another section. I do laundry almost every day, probably not every day, but probably at least 5 days a week. And I feel like it's always full. There's always laundry to be done. But I don't know about you guys, but one thing I don't like is to have laundry unfolded. So like it's clean clothes and just throw it in the basket. I like to fold it right away. If I know that I can't get to it, then I don't put a load in the washer or dryer. When I started my YouTube channel and started to become better at functioning, managing a household, that's when I started the KonMari method or something similar to that in the way that I fold my clothes. Now, it takes a little bit longer, and I've mentioned this before, but I don't think I could go back to another folding style because it just makes it so easy to see everything that we have. And since I am like a clothes hoarder, I want to say, like, I'm not that bad, but I love clothes. I love kids' clothes. I love my clothes. We have a lot of them, and I've just accepted that's just the way I am. It makes me happy. Then I need to find a better way to manage them, and that's just how I do it. So let me know down below, how often do you do laundry? Is it every single day, or do you have a specific routine that you do it on certain days? Also, do you clean all your clothes and then live off of your clean clothes laundry basket? Like just start pulling things out, never put your clothes away? No shame in that. Or do you fold them immediately when you get them out of the dryer? So speaking of decluttering, has there ever been an item that you decluttered that you regretted? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll go first here. So whenever I decluttered my bathroom, I got rid of all of the stuff that I hadn't used in a while. But there's always that like one instance where you might use it again, but it's not an item you would probably ever buy. And here's my example. We got invited to this 80s party, and I used to have an old hair crimper, and I held on to it for a long time. Reason being, in case back in the day, I used to crimp my hair, but just in case there was an instance where I might need it, a Halloween occasion or 80s, whatever. So now coming back around, I'm really regret getting rid of the hair crimper for this upcoming party. And just real quick, those are my eyelashes. I'll pull them off in the shower and I'll just leave them there instead of like throwing them away right there. And then I'll look in the corner and they look like little spiders. I know it's so gross, but that's what that was. But going back to the items that I decluttered, I know I could wear my hair a different way and get creative. But in my mind, I was like, man, I thought I had that hair crimper. That would have been perfect. Now that I'm on the topic of decluttering old stuff, I basically have been in maternity clothes for the last 2 years, like while I was pregnant and then postpartum until, I can fit back into my pre-pregnancy clothes. And I am, wearing my jeans and everything. And I'm like, everybody's in bell-bottom jeans and I have a whole closet full of skinny jeans. So I went to a store today for something and they had some bell-bottom jeans and I was like, I'm just going to try them on. I went to the dressing room, I put them on, and I had flashbacks of me standing in Abercrombie and Fitch in junior high trying on, I swear, the same pair of jeans. But I usually resist change, especially new fashion change. But I have to say, they were flattering and I ended up buying them. So here I am talking about buying new stuff and we're supposed to be decluttering. But my goal is always progress. I've gotten so much better in getting into the habit of decluttering, especially as I start buying new stuff. But you would be proud of me. I've been to Goodwill 2 weekends in a row and it feels amazing. But the last 2 times I've decluttered my closet, I have been asking Chris to go through all of his clothes because we ordered a new closet system. Who knows when that's going to get put together? It's going to take a while. But slowly but surely, I've been trying to get things cleaned out because I think we're going to end up losing space when we put in, it's the IKEA pack system, but the way we design the closet, I think we're going to end up losing space because I'm adding more drawers in it. So I want to start slowly getting rid of some stuff. And his clothes, they're all ripped up, falling apart. I'm like, Chris, they're stained. I'm like, come on, you can get rid of a lot of this stuff. So that's what we're doing now. I'm going to have him go through a lot of his clothes, and then I'm going to move over to my dresser and go through some of my clothes.
You held me back when I tried to move on from your life. So you stole my life with clarity. So hold me back, now you're here. Cause I'm mad, show no fear. Wanna let you know just how it felt. Oh no.
So we made some progress and I'm okay with that. Now I am moving on to my dresser. If you didn't know, I have a whole dresser full of clothes as well. Here I have all of my workout clothes, shorts, stuff like that. And my whole thought process whenever we designed our closet was I wanted to get rid of that dresser. I had bought those shorts. I can't decide if I liked them or not, biker shorts. But I'm now, since like I said, I'm like 8 months postpartum, I'm trying on a few things to see, do I still like it? Does it still fit? Can I fit back into everything? Can I not fit back into everything? But my whole idea eventually is to get rid of this dresser and move all of my clothes into the closet and then just have this space more opened up. So I'm just going to be honest, no shame. I'm pretty bougie with my workout clothes. I like to have a lot. I like specific types of workout clothes. So decluttering this was a little bit hard. I will donate these to friends first. So I know that I can resell a lot of this stuff, but I'm going to first give the pack to all my friends and say, go through it, take whatever you want, and then probably just donate the rest. This is pretty much what I wear on a daily basis. And if you were ever like a CrossFitter, I was into CrossFit in like 2013, 2014. I got big onto CrossFit. The whole CrossFit gang got me big into Lululemon. So I have a lot of that type of brand over the last 10 years. That kind of set the bar for me. And then I just got to be very particular about workout clothes, like t-shirts and stuff. I'm like all about Target t-shirts, but workout clothes, I am a little bit more particular, and I have no shame in that. Now I am 8 months postpartum. So a lot of these clothes I had said, so I did a declutter when I was pregnant. I did a declutter when I got rid of a lot of the maternity stuff. And now I'm trying to go through, I wasn't going to try on any of these clothes until I felt comfortable enough that I had kind of got back to normal. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I put a lot of hard work into the last 8 months so that I can fit back into my clothes, but I will see kind of what they, your body changes with every pregnancy. So I just want to see where I'm at with everything and what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way.
So is anyone here athletic or play any sports or played any sports or excelled at any particular sport or have kids that are really, really good? Let me know what sport it is below. So I was kind of athletic growing up, but I wouldn't say an athlete. I would say I was very average. Like I could make the team, but I was like on the C team. Or I would do a sport, but I was kind of always in the back row. I loved playing sports, but there was nothing that I was like super excelled at. So I did gymnastics for a little bit when I was younger, which now reminds me that I do need to get the girls enrolled in gymnastics. And then I did competitive cheer for 1 year in junior high. And then I did volleyball for a little bit. And then after that, I did dance for a little bit. And then I just decided that I wasn't, and I did softball for a little bit. So I played different sports, but it always makes me wonder what my kids will be interested in now that they're getting, I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and then Rise 8 months. So I guess I need to get them more into sports. I tried to get Sailor into gymnastics when she was a little younger, but she stopped wanting to go. So I kind of pulled her out, but I need to get both of them back in. But now looking at it as a parent, I'm like, oh my goodness, the commitment, the commitment to sports activities. I know when they get older, it's going to be like a huge commitment depending on what sports they want to play. But if you currently have kids into sports and, make the commitment, the weekends and the practices during the week and all that, let me know your thoughts and feelings about it.
Show me your love and leave me breathless, breathless.
lastly, we're moving on to my shorts drawer. I really like jean shorts, as you can tell. I'm also particular about that. So I will buy different ones, and then I like to wear different kinds to different occasions. I know it sounds weird, but I just like it. So this is my first time trying on jean shorts and seeing how they feel and fit being postpartum. Now, I know I was a little hesitant to post these clips because I know that body image is the number one shame factor in all women. And I'm just showing you real life that I feel absolutely amazing, but just after kids, your body changes, and there's nothing wrong with that. I gained 40 or 45 pounds with Rye, and it has not been easy. In fact, he was my hardest one. My third one was my hardest pregnancy. It was my hardest kind of everything, but I will spare you all the details about the weight loss stuff. I could talk about it for hours, but for my shorts, I put a hold on those. I ended up not decluttering a lot of my shorts, but I did declutter a lot of my pants and workout shirts. But if you want to know more about that, just leave me a comment or just let me know what you guys want to know more about, and I will be happy to share. Now, I mentioned earlier I liked bougie stuff, and a long time ago I did a sponsor with ThredUp, so that's what introduced me to ThredUp. And then recently, just the other day, I actually got back on and I bought a couple more name brand items from ThredUp for like 1/3 of the price. So, and they came in. I absolutely love everything I got. So if you are a thrifter or like to thrift, then ThredUp is a good place to find clothes that are gently used, that are name brand at a really good price.
I was facing all the sunlight while our feet swung freely from the bridge. You asked if I'd save you, if you were crazy enough to take a swim. I try to make you see that my shoulder is ready for you to lean on. So why do you still flee when you know?
So I was scrolling through Instagram and I read this post from Tom Bilyeu, and his question said, you can either ask for stronger shoulders to carry a heavier load, or you can ask for a lighter load. The choice is yours. And I'm thinking, this is a trick question, so what's the right answer? Or I'm thinking, I know there's no right or wrong answer, but what's the answer that more people choose? So y'all let me know in the comments, stronger shoulders or a lighter load. So I know that I'm making a decluttering video, so chances are you may be thinking, well, less stuff, less to maintain, so obviously a lighter load. But then I remember when we had 2 kids and we were pretty stressed out. We absolutely are blessed and love them. And I'm thinking, do I want to have another kid? Can I even manage having another kid? I don't think I can. And we ended up having Rye, and it's the best decision we ever made in our life. Having more of something is not always a bad thing, and having less of something also is not always a bad thing. So going back to the question, I think the key is knowing when to ask for a lighter load or ask for help when it's getting too much, or when you really need to work those shoulder muscles and be able to carry the heavier load. I've mentioned before that I really, really want to empower women. And I know everyone goes through hard times, but I feel like as women, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to look a certain way, be a certain way, parent a certain way, clean up a certain way, have a certain routine. And it can be just so overwhelming at times. Like, I'm struggling so bad with my work-life balance. I have been just having such deep guilt around, and I'm going to try not to get emotional, but around not being with my kids all the time. And I didn't really mean to go this direction today, but I don't know. It's just something that came on to me today. And I know I'm a really good mom. I don't doubt being a good mom. Sometimes I just have this overwhelming amount of guilt around it, around wanting to be more present, wanting to be better at homemaking, better at routines, better at doing this whole managing the household, and less so focused on work disciplines. I think in building this community here, you guys have put your trust in me and shared some really personal and emotional stories, things that I've never struggled with or have been through. And I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me, and I can't imagine going through some of the things that you have shared with me, but I know that when I say that I want to encourage and empower you to be the best you can, I don't know how to take away the guilt because I still haven't figured that out 100% yet, but I know that we are resilient and we find the best way to provide for our family. And I didn't really mean to go that deep or get that emotional, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I struggle too every day in the mom, the homemaking, the providing for my family role. And it's raining outside while I'm doing this, but the only thing I know to do is to just keep moving forward and keep making progress. And my succulents are growing nicely. But 1% progress each day, whether it's coming out of a really bad situation or making progress towards your home, towards yourself, to your family, 1% progress each day is 365% progress in a year. So if you don't remember anything else I said in this video, just remember that. 1% progress each day. All right, let's keep going.
Got me up all night, putting things on the side. What do you have in mind? She's awake all the time. What are you trying to find? I hope this ain't a lie. Cause I'm vibing with all we have. Yeah, I'm feeling what we are now. I'm laying down on the ground. All I do is thinking out loud. Yeah, I'm vibing with all we have. I'm feeling what we are.
So one thing that I wanted to do with the kids is to get more into gardening. So for Christmas, I bought them this gardening set where you put vegetables in there and then you can see the vegetables grow. So I was just watering those. Unfortunately, the ones that came with the kit, they all died. So Chris went and got some more seeds. So now they're growing very well, but it's been so rainy here. I need to put them outside at least for a couple hours a day. It's just been gloomy and rainy for, I want to say, like over a week. So they've been growing kind of, but not the extent that I want them to. We still plan on putting a whole garden thing outside. We want to redo the outside. I'm trying to get Chris to do it in the next couple of weeks. We are going on a vacation. I'm so excited just to get away with the family. But then I want to start trying to do more gardening with the kids. I think it would be a great summer project activity.
I'm laying down on the ground. All I do is thinking out loud. Yeah, I'm vibing with all we have. I'm feeling what we are now. All I do is thinking out loud. Cause I'm running with these emotions, stumbling out of bed. One hell of a roller coaster. You're messing with my head. I'm ending up so clueless. What are you trying to find? I'm running with these emotions. Tell me, what do you have in mind? Tell me, what do you have in mind? Tell me, what do you have in mind? What are you trying to find? Are we just wasting time? I wanna know.
So this is the Tenco Pure One Pet cordless vacuum, so it comes with different attachments to it, but I use this to vacuum. I've had 2 Dysons before, and I love Dyson, but both of them, the battery doesn't work anymore. Like, it doesn't charge. One of our old Dysons, we ended up ordering a new battery off of Amazon, and it works. And then the newer one, well, it's not the newest one. It's probably like the 7, and I think they're on 12 now. But that battery recently also just gave out and doesn't work anymore. So I've been using this one, the Tenco Pure One, as pet vacuum. And then this is the Tenco Wet Dry Vacuum. Basically, it'll vacuum and mop the floors at the same time. It's been a while since I've used this, but for the carpeted areas, I don't use it on there. I just use it for all of the hard surfaces.
Something I can never be without, yeah. I'm in your command. Thought I was a man of my own, but it's been 2 years. I'm only a shadow of the good on me now. A breeze in my ear.
So recently we've been going to a lot of birthday parties. Sailor is in pre-K. She's going to kindergarten next year. And then Savannah is in the pre-K 3 class. So I feel like every weekend is full of birthday parties, and then whenever we go to the birthday parties, it's always a little bit awkward. Do you guys get that feeling when you're like meeting new moms and you're kind of like, I don't know what to talk about? So my icebreaker question whenever I'm at birthday parties is, what are your plans for the summer? Do you plan on going anywhere? Are you doing any summer camps? Is there any fun things or hobbies that we need to try that we haven't tried before? So ideas that I've gotten, because if you're not in grade school, there's not a whole lot of camps open, but some ideas that I've gotten for different types of camps. I know there's a swim class camp. I want to try out a gymnastics camp that got recommended, vacation Bible study camp, and then there's like a pony camp that you can do. It's just like a couple hours a couple days a week. So I'm looking into like all these different options. But what are your kids doing this summer? Any fun camps, any fun ideas? Leave me a comment below and let me know. So after mopping up everything, you could see where it picked up all of the stuff that it would originally vacuum. It catches it all right there. Pretty gross. Lots of dog hair, obviously. And then it picks up all of the dirty water. But I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you're not subscribed and you feel like you got some value out of this video, then I would love for you to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. That way, when I post new videos, you can find them in your subscriptions. But I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week.